Welcome to today's segment of Conversations Over Coffee. Today's segment is part 2 of our focus on food insecurity and where to find resources and support the organizations that can address this issue in our community. We are visiting the Kandiyohi County Food Shelf and Hope for Our City. I hope you will stay tuned to learn about how food insecurity is a concern for our neighbors.
Wow, Nancy, this is really a changed place. You've not been here, have you?
I have not been into the food shelf, and this looks so nice and so inviting and welcoming. I'm looking forward to hearing what Alana has to tell us about the food shelf today.
Lots of changes. It's just very, very family friendly.
It is.
Let's go see Alana.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Conversations Over Coffee, brought to you by Jefferson Learning Center. So we have with us today Alana Zio from the Kandiyohi County Food Shelf. And we are going to be talking to her about food insecurities and food options for families. So thank you for taking time to meet with us. So we are going to start by letting you tell me just what is your role here at the food shelf.
Yes, I'm the executive director here at the Kandiyohi County Food Shelf. I've been here a little over 6 years. During that 6 years, we've had a lot of transformations, building-wise, food-wise, staff-wise, all that, but it's all for the better.
Awesome. Can you tell me who is eligible for food here at the Kandiyohi County Food Shelf, and what are some of the guidelines that you must follow?
Sure. Anybody that lives in Kandiyohi County is eligible to come to the food shelf. So we have everybody from Raymond, Howick, New London, Atwater coming to us for assistance. And currently the top 3 towns that we're seeing people come to us from are Willmar, New London, and Raymond. So the only thing that we ask when they come is their name, how many people are in their house, and what town they live in.
Alana, is there a limit? I thought before there was a limit as to how many times they can come and visit.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
It's once a month they can come and shop for the whole food order. If they do need assistance throughout the month, we do have a prepackaged box from Second Harvest of canned goods that will get them by.
And just out of curiosity for the viewers, what would come in a box?
There's peanut butter, tuna, there's there's canned fruits and vegetables, some packaged dinners, just enough to get them by.
Okay. And I would assume that your boxes from month to month would vary?
They do, slightly. Not much, but slightly.
And it sounds like you try to get something from all the different food groups in there.
Yep, Second Harvest actually has them prepackaged for us.
Since you brought up Second Harvest, mentioned that, can you tell us a little bit about who Second Harvest is and how they are instrumental in the food shelf?
Second Harvest is an amazing partner that we have here at the food shelf. We purchase all of our food through them. For a $20 donation, we can buy almost $200 worth of food through Second Harvest. They're located in the Twin Cities. We have 2 semi-loads that come out monthly. It's the 2nd and the 4th Tuesday of each month. We have one that just pulled up right now, so we'll be getting food from them today.
Okay.
So we order the food and they deliver it out to us.
And that is at a prorate or?
Yes, it's kind of like a warehouse type of thing, and it depends on what they have in stock too, or what they can purchase for mass quantities.
At that time, so
yep,
it varies.
yep. Oh, every day, every hour we go onto that ordering system. It's different items. Yep.
So if we were wanting to donate money, would that help you buy? That gives you buying power?
Most definitely. Here at the
Rather
food
than
shelf,
food?
yes, food shelf we say cash is king here because your $20 donation here at the food shelf, we can buy. Sometimes we can buy a pallet of something. Depends on what they're selling at Second Harvest for. And then you think about your $20 if you take it to Cover Cashways or Walmart and buy it, you're probably going to get a bag of food. So
Sure.
your cash will go a long ways here at the food shelf.
Great point, great point. Say, as far as people visiting the food shelf, I know your hours and your days of operation have changed a little bit now with
They haven't. We've been open through COVID.
the process has changed.
The process has changed. Yeah, we're still open. It's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 8 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. and then Fridays 8 to 2. We do have 3 processes that people can come and get food. The first, everybody needs to call from the front door.
They all call.
Yep, so when you pull up to the front door. We have a small stop sign by our front door, along with a separate sign that has our phone number in English and Spanish on it. So they call us when they get here, we register them. Depending on what time they come in or call us, they can either do in person, which is from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. They get the option. It's one person in the building at a time, and masks are required. And between 8 and 10 and 3 and 3:45 on those days, it's curbside only. The majority of our people are choosing to do curbside because it's fast and very convenient, and they get a variety of food. So in here, we have our volunteers putting together the food orders for them according to their family size.
Okay, so with that being said, if there was a dietary need, or so if you had someone that was diabetic, or if for some reason you were vegan, or also even some families do not eat pork, for our Somali families, can you tell them that ahead of time and they can pack accordingly?
Yep, they usually tell us no pork, or I have a great amount of green beans, don't give me any green beans, that type of thing. I have gone through, we have a headset that we use to take telephone calls, and I have walked through every section and explained what we have in there, and then they tell me what they want. So there's many ways we can do things, yeah.
Very accommodating. So currently, what do you know what your numbers are? What are you serving as
last month it was, no, it's monthly we do it. It's 410 people came to us last month, which was October, which is about 1,300 individuals that we fed, and 29,000 pounds of food went out. Forgot to mention, we have in-person shopping, curbside, and then also we do deliveries. So if someone is in the Kandiyohi County area that does not drive, type of thing, we have a minivan that I physically go to their houses and drop their food off for them. We have a lady, an elderly lady in Kandiyohi that she has been coming, but she said now with winter coming, she's not going to be driving, so can I get a delivery? I said, most definitely you can. So I go to New London twice a month typically, Raymond's, everywhere we want to. So, but the CCT bus has been a huge asset to our people too. What they do is if you want to use the CCT bus is call them and tell me you need your food picked up at the food shelf, and they'll tell them, okay, we'll be at the food shelf at 12:30. Then the clients call us back and say, hey, CCT bus is picking my food up at 12:30. So we mark that in our computer system, and we have the food ready, and we bring the food out to the CCT bus. That bus goes right to their front door, drops it off. Very convenient.
What e-system?
Yes, we're blessed to have them.
Wow. And you're wearing many hats. If you're driving a van to homes, and you're the administrator, and you're doing all these things a little bit differently. Some roles are different for all of you.
Yes, we had to adjust, and I think we're doing quite well with what we're doing.
Yes, it sounds like it. You brought something up to me as we walked in today. She showed us a bulletin board that had the amount of food that was going out. What else is up on there? The amount of families that were served, some different facts, so that when their volunteers come in, they're able to know and represent the organization very well and tell the families what is actually going on. I thought that was a really neat.
Yeah, we rely solely on volunteers. It's myself and then one other staff member, and I'm excited to say I am in a hiring process, and I have a new employee starting on Monday.
That's good to hear.
So,
that's wonderful to hear. Last thing I need to ask you is something about the backpack program that we're hearing lots of good things about. Can you tell us a little something about that and how that works?
Yes, we actually are partnering with United Way of West Central Minnesota for the school backpack program here in Willmar. So the kids and their parents or their teachers sign them up to get this backpack full of food once a week. It typically goes on Thursday. It leaves here Thursday morning. It goes in their backpacks on Friday morning and home with them for the weekends. On Thursday mornings, United Way has a volunteer that comes over here and delivers them to Kennedy, Roosevelt, and Lakeland elementary schools.
Two things I love about that. First of all, the backpack makes it very discreet, so you're not carrying things with people knowing I'm going home with food.
Correct.
And secondly, the fact that it's going for the weekend, so we don't know what happens in households over the weekend. So what a wonderful, wonderful program.
Yeah, we're glad that started up again. Last year during COVID, we did not have that simply because we had so much going on. but we're blessed to have that back again.
Okay, well, we have to wrap this up. We are going to head up to another organization and talk some more about food today, but we greatly appreciate your time. I'm going to remember that money is king. Is that point is king? Is
Cash
that
is
right?
king. Cash is
is
king.
king. Thank you. I got to remember that
Yes.
phrase. Cash is king because it goes so much further here. And so for contributions, that's the way to go. So
Yeah.
again, Alana Zeal, we thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We have Dawn Klaus here with us from Hope for Our City. And Dawn, I would like you to begin with just telling us a little bit about what your role is here.
I guess that you'd call me the head honcho. I don't know. I get many names, and some of them aren't very nice, but you know. I am the founder of the whole organization of Community Basics, and so I guess I make the executive decisions.
Very nice. Just on a side note too, Dawn runs a very, very efficient and a very productive company here. And I will call it a company because there are many people coming in to volunteer. There's a lot of decisions company-wide being made by Dawn. Just recently, Dawn's organization was noted for their wonderful contribution to the Willmar area. She was named Business Professional Women's Businesswoman of the Willmar area. So she is our star, and I know why, because I personally have worked with Dawn, and she runs, like I said, a very, very tight ship that works well. So Dawn, last week alone, I heard you had some big numbers.
Yes, yes. Our grand total for all of the families served from all of the different outreaches was 918. And just here in Willmar was 177 families got groceries.
So we're talking about groceries. Maybe we need to back up and tell people where we're at and what this is all about, because some people have not heard of Hope for a City. So can you begin by telling us and the audience where you're located?
Well, we are currently located at, the physical address is 1020 Highway 71 Northeast. We're located in the Cornerstone Construction Building, which is across from the Flags of Honor.
Easiest way. Many days you'll drive by on Wednesdays and you'll see a stream of cars
Yes.
waiting, even in mid-afternoon, to get their groceries.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's noted by that. You'll see the cars. Dawn, all this food, I'm looking around me, I see produce, I see breads, I see freezers full of foods.
Yes.
Where is all of this food coming from?
Most of our food is received from our partnership with St. Vincent de Paul in the cities.
Okay.
We have a driver that goes there every Tuesday and picks up a load or two. It depends on how much they have in their warehouse. The cities, St. Vincent de Paul goes around to all the different grocery stores and warehouses, and they are gifted that food, and then they gift it to us and 3 other major partners.
So that leads me to who is eligible to come and get this food?
Here, anyone who eats, and any
Guidelines.
No, there is no, you have to meet this requirement, this. You're a human being, you need to eat. And one of the beautiful things about the program, well, the foundation of it is people helping people. And we have a lot of people that have taken it upon themselves to go and come here, pick up food and take it to the people that don't have transportation, don't have the health to be able to do it, whatever it is, or the time. And it's okay.
I've had the honor of doing that in the New London, in Spicer community.
Yes.
So thank you for that opportunity to help
Yes.
others. Dawn, is there a limit as to what in a price for the food?
Okay, each family can get up to 4 shares. We call them a share, whatever that is for the week. The amount of food that we get in, we take from the cities, and we look at it and go, what can we do to make this go to everybody? And then,
So equitable.
yes, so the goal is to always have a minimum of 4, if not 5 items per share. They might not be the same item, but they're going to be the same number of items.
Did you mention a cost?
No, the cost, we ask for a $1 donation per share. No one has ever been, nor will they ever be, turned away if they don't have the money. Maybe they only have a penny. Great, throw it in. No one that's paid staff. We're 100% volunteer, including me.
And different staff that comes in, so that
Yes.
leads to my next question. If you want to volunteer here,
Yeah.
do you accept volunteers? And can it
Absolutely,
be on a
yes.
regular basis, or could it be intermittent?
Mm-hmm.
How is that handled?
That's both. Whatever time frame that would work for the individual or family. Sometimes we have youth groups that come on the weekend. Sometimes we have people from Waves come for a couple hours. We have whoever. School programs as well, yes. Yep. We have Prairie Lakes.
So you have drivers, and you need packers, you need distribution
Yes.
the night of.
Yes, specifically the third and fourth Wednesday of the month, we need a group that would say, hey, we'll make sure we have enough volunteers to help you distribute here in Willmar. And it starts at 5:30, or the distribution starts at 5:30, so we ask people to be here at 5:15.
Okay,
And then we go until the last car is served.
sure. And we're right in the spot to see how it all happens.
Right.
So can you just walk us through it a little bit?
Sure. We, on Wednesday afternoon, bag up the shares, and then they're already here. And so then we serve throughout this door, and the people drive up. We have it set up with the building owner that they can drive around the building, so they don't have to get out of their vehicle anymore, and we don't have to worry about falling or that all of that kind of stuff.
Or if people are still COVID worried, worried
Exactly.
about COVID and coming into a facility.
Right.
I know there are several of the towns around you that have maybe closed for the winter, as New London, Spicer, and Litchfield have, just because they don't have a place to come to
yes.
distribute from. Hey John, I'm looking at some of the different things. I see we have a lot of produce here. We have meat. I know we've been given meat in the past. I see bread products.
Yes.
Do you try to give from all the different food groups if
Yes,
possible?
absolutely. Dependent upon what comes in, and yes, we do. We do the best that we can with what we're giving.
Okay. And sometimes we need to know too that many of the items that are given are close to expiration. Is that correct?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so you encourage us to check that. Dawn, I know it's not just Hope for Our City that is pulling all of this together. You partner with several different agencies right here in the Willmar community.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. One of the big ones is the Genio. They give us meat product whenever they have an overflow, which is a huge blessing because, with the cost of meat rising so high, that to be able to bless the families. We also are blessed with local gardeners that have excess produce, and then they bring that here, as well as hunters that come and drop off excess, goose meat or whatever that might be. And so it really is people helping people, and we come together and feed the people.
John, I'm just wondering, just a curiosity thing here, what would happen to all this food if we were not to take it and doing distribution with it? Where does this food go from the grocers or from the restaurants or the different places that contribute?
It would go in the garbage.
It would go to the garbage.
Yes.
So this is an environmental platform as well.
Yes.
We're helping alleviate waste into
Yes.
landfill.
Right. Yes. We also, even with the waste that humans can't consume, we have a farmer who rescues animals that comes and gets all of the produce that we can't eat as humans, and he takes it to his animals.
You have thought of everything.
We try to keep everything out of the landfill as we can, yes.
All right, John. Well, thank you for all that you're doing for the community and feeding families. Well, here's to fed families
Yes.
and happy families. Hopefully everyone has food on their table. Again, we thank you for all that you do.
You bet, thanks.